Um, the other thing that really bugged me about Skyward Sword, and it's not just a quibble with Skyward Sword, it's a quibble with games in general at the moment. I don't want to say these days because I just don't like that. It's like say that phrase. It's the whole kind of I don't trust you to figure things out for yourself. I'm going to take you by the hand and force you to see things from my point of view. And I really disliked the whole Fi thing and the whole popping out at you every second and just bothering me. And
that.
I don't know, and like one like like a key example of like of one thing that I don't like about kind of Skyward Sword's linearity is like I found did you get to a point yet where you have to find a pinwheel?
Yes, I did.
Okay, like I found that pinwheel on my first
Yes.
There's like the color-D wheel first, and then there's the pinwheel. You have to find two of those things. I found that both of those things on my first visits to those areas where they are, but I couldn't pick them up.
Yeah, same here.
And it was like they didn't even tell you, well, this is something. Oh well, we can't. This doesn't look like we can do much with it at the moment, which would have been acceptable. Yeah. It's just like this is part of the background, and you're not allowed to interact with things until the game tells you you're allowed to, and that irritates me. I don't know.
No, yeah. And it kind of goes along the same lines with that. What really bothered me about like things about like something in Skyward, it's like when you're playing Ocarina and you go into a dungeon or an area or whatever, you, like, just for example, when you're going to hookshot something, things don't necessarily look like you're able to hookshot them, but then you find out that you can hookshot them, you know? Like, there's some vines, or there's a tree, or there's a torch, you know? And you're like, what do I do?
Even. Yeah.
But, oh yeah, and the chest, yeah, like chests, like seriously. In Skyward, the only things you can hookshot are vines and the little hookshot things, which don't look like they belong in the game at all. Like, you're in a dungeon, you're in the desert, and there's just these awkward target things, and you're like, what is that? I don't know. Like, well, I mean, no, that's not true. When I first walked in, I'm like, oh, well, I guess that's where I'm going to hookshot things. Like, I knew exactly what that was. Like, make it look like it's supposed to be there. Make it look like it's some kind of desert part of the design of the building or something. You know what I mean? Like,
and like in Wind Waker, you don't even really see hookshot targets around because the hookshot targets that you see before you get the hookshot are trees, so you wouldn't even take notice of them that kind of way until you like experimented, you know?
Yeah, like make it work, you know?
Oh, I'm talking to the fat guy now.
Oh, I'm way behind. I'm talking to Dahlia now. That's something.
I don't know, and like as well, like this, I'm not one of those people who's just going to kind of ignore the faults that the controls have, you know, and just kind of try and get on with it and ignore them, because I think there are faults that are about to do with the controls that are just kind of inexcusable and silly, and I don't like the fact that we should suspend our disbelief as regards poor controls, because there are a lot of things about the controls in that game I don't like. I don't like having to like recenter every 5 seconds when you didn't have to do that in Twilight Princess.
Yeah.
I don't, you know, and you've never had to do that in any other game. Like, why should I have to recenter with my bow and arrow in Skyward Sword when I didn't have to do that in Twilight Princess, which is an older game using apparently less advanced technology? And like the other thing, like, why does Link face the direction of the camera instead of the direction of himself when you go to target
annoying.
something?
That's really annoying. You know, that's like what's my biggest peeve of the game, I think, in terms of control and stuff.
Like I really liked some things about the controls. Like I liked the whole streamlining of the item selection, which was kind of like another evolution on with like from the Twilight Princess system. Do you know?
I don't know. I didn't like how it was on the same button. I really didn't like that. Like, I didn't like how you had to hold B, and because for me the point, what I really what I didn't like was the wheel, you know, and you would have to.
I liked that. That's what I'm talking about. I liked the whole kind of how streamlined that was. That you didn't have to go into a whole separate menu. Do you know?
I liked that it was there, but I didn't like how they did it. I did like because the whole pointing thing is really weird in Twilight Princess. Like, you know, when you're doing like a menu or something, and you basically just have to throw your Wii remote in some direction to pick.
Yeah.
I didn't like that. I don't mind it, and it's a good option, but either A, I would like that it would actually point instead of just like notice which motion you're throwing it, or that, and I like to use the I'd like it to be easier for me to use the analog stick, because like it takes like a second to register that you want to use the D-pad, or not the D-pad, that you want to use the stick to pick where you want to do. It's like, oh, you don't want to throw your remote somewhere? Okay, yeah, you can do that. But it's like, just make it easier for me to do that.
Sean, am I correct in thinking that the answer to this one is just 10 inches?
Sure. I don't know. I'm going to put it in.
It makes sense to me. Because I think the trick with that one is that they make you think you're supposed to work it out mathematically, but it's not a maths question at all.
Yeah.
It's just like...
It's just... Yeah.
It's just realize that the radius is 10 inches, and that if you like just flip what that diagonal line is, then that's the radius from another point of view, so blah blah.
Yeah.
But
I remember being stuck on that one, because I didn't think about it.
I don't like this guy. There's something about him I don't like.
Luke, here's
Isn't
my
he the guy
answer.
that dies now? Spoilers. Isn't he the guy that dies?
Every puzzle has
Or
an
does he
answer.
die some other time? I'm pretty sure this guy dies, the bean pole fella.
Yeah. Well, I think they make him a jerk, so that way you don't really mind as much.
Oh, does he have another puzzle for us?
Does he?
I do hope you get that cat quickly. You see, I'm used to when there's like an exclamation mark, that meaning puzzle. But that's
Yeah,
not
I
always the
know.
case in this one.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I could go on about Skyward Sword, because, like, like another thing I don't... Like, I don't really like the dungeons in that game either. There's just...
Yeah,
like, I
they're
like
just weird.
I like certain parts of them, but I don't like the way that basically there are two fire dungeons that are pretty much the same dungeon.
Yeah.
There are two dungeons that use the same kind of time gimmick, you know?
Yeah.
Change
I just feel like
forward
things
use
kind
to
of drag
free
at
by
certain points, you know?
moving a single match. This might stump me for a second again.
Ooh, who are you talking to?
I pointed at the chandelier.
Oh, okay.
There's like a secret puzzle.
Yeah, I didn't click on the painting when I first walked in.
Oh,
like
okay.
on the first floor. So when I walked back down, Luke was like, "Hey, Professor, look at the thing." So I'm doing that. Where's the... Oh, okay, yeah, I found the chandelier puzzle. Yeah.
I don't think I'm able to do this one at 2 in the morning.
Well, maybe I can do it? I don't know.
Okay, you figure it out. While I moan about Skyward Sword some more.
What am I trying to do? On the table below are 4 cubes. Can you change it to 3?
Yeah.
I remember this one.
There's just a little trick to this, and I don't know what it is. Do you want like, we have 19 hint coins. I'm going using them.
Yeah, go for it.
Matches are arranged. How can you arrange blah 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 blah? Make one of the cubes disappear.
Doesn't really
Oh,
help.
that's easy. You just take out the one at the back there. No, okay, I know.
Oh,
what it is.
yeah,
just
you're right,
See
yeah.
see the one at the back. You just turn it and
Yeah. There you go.
make that like the wall of another one. Or
See, this one has some good puzzles. This one definitely does. I like this. That was a good one.
There we go.
That was a good puzzle.
I should have recognized that. I'm going
Yeah.
to cite as my excuse the fact that it's 2 in the morning.
Sorry.
I don't. Wait a second. Like, did he just say like I saved the day? You didn't save the day by like,
You
solving
just made a
that
block
stupid
disappear.
puzzle.
Thank you.
Piece of cake. Now let's go find more puzzles. Okay. I think now it's time to stop. I'm going to stop now because I'm getting tired.
That's fine. It's a good idea.
Okay. Hopefully this time the recording comes out properly. I hope you guys are going to enjoy this series. I don't know how long it's going to be, how often it's going to be uploaded, but I was thinking of going for 11-minute videos there or thereabouts.
That
Do you
sounds good.
think?
That sounds good.
Okie dokie. Well, thanks a million for watching, guys. Thank you, Sean.
Yeah, thank you for getting me here to Layton's fun. Yeah.
Yay! Bye.
Bye bye.